Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night, depending on when you are tuning in. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are talking about energetics today. And it's a very good day to talk about energetics, methinks, because I've had some experiences that I want to share with you that just really hit the nail on the head with this message that I want to share. So hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi everyone. Hello Sylvie and Rachel. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this because this is something that comes up pretty much daily for me. Something where people will ask me something about this almost every single day, whether it's a private client, it's in the mastermind, or just a post on social media. Like, I get this all the time around actually being able to energetically hold more people, more sales, more offers, more money. It's a big topic in my world right now. Hello, hi everyone, hi Susie. Who's that? Aaliyah, hi Aaliyah. 537 in Belgium, hello. Emma, hi Emma. Okay, making sure I didn't miss anybody. Hello. Oh my gosh, okay, so I have to tell you a story before I get into this. So, first of all, when it comes to offers, a very common question that I get asked typically when somebody is brand new to me and they just stumble across me and jump into my world, hi Melinda, they will typically have some kind of reaction and ask me something along the lines of, how are you not completely overwhelmed with all of your offers? How can you sell so many things? No, not how can you sell so many things. How can you sell so many things and deliver so many things? Like the mere thought of me selling a whole bunch of things and then delivering all of those things is mind-blowing for some people. They cannot wrap their head around it. They're overwhelmed just thinking about how overwhelmed I must be. And I think what shocks them even more is the fact that I'm not overwhelmed in the slightest. And the confusion is not really there. Like occasionally I might have a couple things back to back and I'm like, wait, what was this one again? But for the most part, like, there's not confusion, there's no overwhelm, there's none of that. Even though I have so many things available. Like right now, there's over 50 different things that you could buy in my world. And I'm being like a little on the low end, I'm being cautious there. There's probably closer to like 60, 70 things that you can buy, and I'm not exaggerating. There are things that you can buy right now that you probably don't even know exist right now, yet other people are buying them because they know they exist for whatever reason. I am selling a lot of things on the front lines, like on social media where everybody can see, but I'm also selling a lot, the majority of my offers behind the scenes, where a lot of people don't actually see. They don't see these offers at all. They don't know that these offers even exist yet, or at all. Sometimes I don't even bring them public. So there's currently well over 50 different things that you can buy. And to a lot of people, this seems absolutely insane. And it creates this feeling of like, oh my gosh, like I could never. Good for you, Cassie, but I could never. I want my business to be a lot more simple, and having that many offers, that's gonna be way too much for me. Too much for my nervous system, too much for me to handle. And I understand, because on the outside, looking in, it looks very chaotic in the sense where it's like, there's this, and then there's this, and then there's an upgrade of that, and then there's this bundle, and there's that, and then there's this. It seems like it's all over the place. And it kind of is, but there is a method to my madness. It's actually very simple. My whole business model is simple. And that's why it works. And that's partially why I can actually hold so many offers and why I'm able to create and launch and sell and deliver multiple things at one time. So this is what we're going to go into today, and I'm excited because I know this is a big one for a lot of you. So I want to tell you about this experience that I had yesterday. So yesterday I was so frustrated, and I've been frustrated about this for like maybe 2 months now, and I just kept putting it off and putting it off, and I'm frustrated by my nightstand in my bedroom. It's just too small. Like, we bought this when we were super like cheap and broke and frugal, and we didn't really have the money to buy nice things, and so it's just this small, teeny, tiny little like IKEA nightstand. It's so small, and I have things that I want to put into my nightstand, and I can't keep them there because it's not big enough, so I have to have them in other places of the room, and then sometimes I don't want to get out of bed and get the thing, but you know, first world problems, right? So finally I'm so fed up. I'm like, I am buying a night table today that is actually what I want, way bigger than what it is, and is going to hold all the things that I want it to hold. Enough was enough. So I went to Amazon first, because that's my go-to, and I was like, I can get it today, I can have it built today, and I can use it tonight. That was my original goal. But everything on Amazon was just meh. Didn't really do it for me. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna get myself the nicest freaking end table that I can find. So I went to this place that years prior, I remember walking through it and saying to myself, as I looked at the prices, one day I'll be able to shop here. And this store was Pottery Barn. So we used to walk through, like when we were, you know, not making much money, we would go to the mall and we would just walk around, and that was like our exercise, and we would like do window shopping and things like that. And one time we decided to just walk through Pottery Barn. And I'm like walking around, touching all the blankets and the pillows. Just like, it's so soft. It's so nice. Oh my gosh, it's such better quality than ours that we have. Like, oh, I want this. And looking at the prices, and it's like, you know, $400-500 for like a blanket, a big duvet blanket. Or like you get like drinking glasses, a pack of 4, $99.99. And I'm just like, I can get 4 of these from the dollar store. They look the same. But they're not, of course. And I just remember going like, but it's so nice. And you can tell the difference in quality from the stuff that we were at that point able to afford. And I just remember saying to myself, one day I'll be back and I will buy whatever I want, and the price won't matter, and I don't have to worry about it. Like, I can just come and get what I want and not even look at the price tags. And so yesterday I did just that. Now, I did this online just because I couldn't be bothered going to the store, but this would have also worked in the store. And so I went to Pottery Barn, and the first thing I did was I looked for the nightstands. And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, and I find the one that I want. And everything checks out, the measurements are good, the color's good, the delivery is available, all that, perfect. Add to cart. I could have been done there, because that's what I went there for. Just like, get a nightstand, get in, get out, done. But then I saw on their website a little icon that said sale. Now, if you know my history, you know that I had a couponing / frugal living website for like 7 years. It was one of the top ones in Canada, and being really frugal was a big thing for me back then. And I always would check the sales sections on websites, the sales carts and clearance racks in stores, and this was no different. I think I've changed a lot from those days, but this is one thing that just stuck around. I still love to look at the sale racks and the clearance racks online, in store. I still like to do just a little browse. So I was like, okay, we'll just see what else there is. Well, when I tell you I went a little bit wild, I am not exaggerating. I ended up spending thousands and thousands of dollars at Pottery Barn yesterday. On many things, I did not need that moment, but they were there. I bought a coffee table. I bought the most adorable set of mugs, like peanut mugs, like Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, like fall coffee mugs. I bought a skull for Halloween. I bought like 8 different Christmas tree ornaments, like such a wide variety of things, a very odd mismatch of things. It didn't, quote unquote, make sense for me to be buying, especially Christmas tree decorations, in August when I went to this store to get something completely different. Yet I bought all of these things. There were, I think, 23 things in my cart when I checked out. None of those things I needed, except for my nightstands. Even my nightstand, I didn't need it. It was also still just, I can't stand this little one anymore, I want a big one. But all of this just reminded me, it was like, Pottery Barn was not like, oh, you only want a nightstand? Okay, here you go, here's the nightstand. I'll check you out. Okay, bye. Pottery Barn was like, cool, you got the nightstand, it's an awesome nightstand. We also have this, do you wanna look at this? And then there's over here, we have our sale rack, and on the sale rack, there's this, this, and this. And you know, the other thing you wanna remember is, you know, Halloween is coming up, fall's coming up, Christmas is coming up. So, you know, you might wanna buy those things early, get in early, get some special prices, you know. Here's your buffet of choices. But they did it in a very clean way. Meaning it wasn't just random stuff thrown at me. It made sense. So I bought the nightstand, and then I saw the sale icon or whatever, which you click on it and it goes to like their page with all the sale things. But it wasn't all the sale things. It was within the sale thing, the sales page, it was, there's sale items for home decor. There's sale items for rugs. There's sale items for lighting. There's sale items for holiday items. Like, which category would you like to browse? It wasn't just chaotically thrown at me. It was, there's this category inside of this category inside of this category. And so eventually when I wanted to, you know, look at Christmas stuff, for example, I went to the sale page, which I then went to the holiday sales page, and then I went to the Christmas holiday sales page, and then I found all of those things. It wasn't overwhelming for me. I wasn't going to the Pottery Barn website going, oh my gosh, they have thousands of items. I can't shop here. I can't shop here, not with thousands of items, I can't do that. I went in, laser focused, I'm getting this one thing, but then they presented another opportunity for me to buy. And I was interested. I said, okay, let me check it out. But then what I did is, after I went through the sale, all the sale categories I wanted to look through, I was like, you know what? I actually think I want to see if they have any more like regular price fall and Halloween items, because I wanted to get a few more pieces. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna go browse. The next thing you know, I've looked at pretty much every single item for sale, like full price and sale price, on the Pottery Barn website, with the exception of lighting and rugs, because I had no interest in those things. But everything else, I looked at all the things. Like, I spent 2 hours on the Pottery Barn website just having the time of my life buying all the things. And I was never done. Pottery Barn was like never telling me, okay, here's the things, here's the cart, see you later. It was, great, we'll keep adding these to the cart. What about this? Do you want to add this? And this is how I run my business. It's not a, oh, you want this thing? Okay, here you go, bye. See you later. It's, okay, great, here you go. And there's also this if you want to add this to it. Never from a place of like, you have to buy this, you need this, or you will die without it. It's, there's also this. Just thought I'd let you know there's also this. Obviously it makes sense to mention that thing based on the thing that they just currently purchased or about to purchase. But it's like, we are presenting people with all of these different opportunities, and we're presenting them in a way where we are not overwhelmed by what we're selling, and they are not overwhelmed with what you're selling. It just keeps making sense. It's like, there's this, okay, I'll add that. There's also this, yeah, I think I'll add that too. And we also have this thing here, and there's like 3 or 4 things you can choose from. I don't really care for those 2 things, but that one looks good. Maybe I'll add that one too. And it's like, people continue to buy. They just continue to buy because you keep presenting them with more things. But it's not that we're just selling things for the sake of selling things. We're selling things that make sense for people, right? They're things where it's like, as soon as you go through this masterclass, you're going to then want to understand blank. So here's the other masterclass that I'm selling next week that's going to teach you about that particular subject. Or here's a program coming up, or here's a package, or maybe you want to take this information and integrate it a little bit more. You know, maybe you want to come into Velocity and come into the mastermind, and we can have this one-on-one, or not one-on-one, group mastermind exchange together with some one-on-one as well. Right, I have this with the VIP level of 10K in 10 days that starts on Friday. There's the regular program, and then there's the VIP, which includes a micromind, so you have some group coaching support as you go through the program, right? So that's something that somebody who purchased 10K in 10 days may be interested in upgrading to, is coming into this micromind. So that's another additional purchase that they would make if they desire it. So if we look at, you know, the way, if you think of walking into a pottery barn, right? If you've ever been into one, this will be easy. If not, just visualize and pretend. Think of the most fancy store you know. And you walk into this store, it is not just this like a bunch of things all piled together. It's categories. You're walking through categories. It's the kitchen area. It's the bedding area. It's the furniture area. It's the, you know, home decor area. It's the candle area. Like there's different areas that you're walking through. But sometimes things from one area make sense in another area. Candles make sense in their own little candle area, but they could also make sense in, you know, the bedroom area. Have a candle on the bedside table, right? Like you can still sell other things in other areas. That's why I just buy your whole masterclass bundle. Exactly. This is why we have bundles, see, is because people are just like, oh my gosh, I keep buying all the things, I might as well just buy the bundle or buy, you know, Inner Circle or whatever it is. Like I want to just get out everything because I'm buying everything anyway. And this is the whole point, is we make the buying experience easier for people when we have a container where they can come in and basically just pay to get access to all the things. Whether it's all the master classes, all the programs, all the masterminds, all the trainings, or all of the above, all in one place. So I know that I have a lot of offers, like 50 plus offers at any given time that are available. That's a lot. I realize that's a lot. And I also make a lot of money in my business selling a lot of offers. That is no coincidence, right? I didn't get lucky with making the money that I do. It's because I'm strategic in the way that I'm actually positioning my offers, and I can energetically hold the number of people, sales, clients, transactions, everything that's coming in. And that's what's the most important part. So this is about offers and brand. So when you have a really captivating brand where people see you and recognize you right away, just by your tone of voice, just by your imagery and graphics and things that you use, just by your type of offers, even by the way that you sell. Like I've had some people tell me, I knew this was a Cassie offer before I even saw that it was you selling it for certain things that I've been selling. Like people can identify my offers just based on how I'm selling the offers. And that's part of my brand. So we have to have a brand that actually stands out and grabs attention from people and keeps them interested. And then we have to have offers that obviously are enticing offers that they want to buy. If we are just selling offers for the sake of selling offers, it's not going to work. We have to sell things that are what our audience is going to buy. We have to understand who our audience is, what it is that they want, and then sell it to them. And continue selling them things that we know that they want, and continues to make the process easier for them to learn, understand, integrate, implement these things that they want to know and get better at. It's only overwhelming to have a lot of offers, to sell a lot of offers, to deliver a lot of offers. It's only overwhelming if you're playing the guessing game. If you're like, maybe I'll just sell this. Maybe I'll launch that. Maybe I'll deliver this thing in 2 weeks. maybe I'll deliver this thing in 2 weeks, and then the week after I'll announce this thing, and then maybe I'll sell that thing at the same time as this thing. And we're just kind of, maybe this, maybe that. So what you want to try instead is, a combination of planning, where we plan for certain things that we're going to be selling, when we're going to be selling them, how we're going to be selling them, when and how we're going to be delivering them. So there's a little bit of planning, but then there's also that, what if kind of energy as well. Like, what if I launch this offer today, this offer that I have been thinking about for weeks now, and I haven't really had the courage to put out there yet, because what if it doesn't sell? What if people don't get it? What if people don't want to pay that new price that I want to charge? Whatever it is, and we haven't put the offer out there. So playing the what if game is saying to yourself, well, what if I put this offer out there today and somebody buys it right away? What if I put the offer out there today and somebody actually says yes and signs up? What if? Like, it's that combination of I'm going to plan and be strategic, and I'm going to lean back and I'm going to play the what if game instead. It's both, but what tends to happen is most people will either be like 100% strategy or 100%, energetic, like I'm going to lean back and just trust that people will join. That won't work. That won't work. You can't just trust that people will join. You have to trust that people will join, but you also have to be strategic in the way that you are presenting the offers to get people to join. You can only grow so far by just leaning back and trusting, and you can only grow so far by strategically planning every single thing. I have tried the whole strategy thing 100%, no energetics, none of that stuff, and it only got me to a certain point, and then I could never get past that until I finally just gave in and was like, oh my gosh, okay, fine, I'll just try this whole energy stuff. And long story short, it worked very well. And so now I understand the power of both of these things combined. Energy alone is not enough. Strategy alone is not enough. The true power is in both of them connected. So this is about your offers and being intentional and strategic about your offers. It's about your brand, being strategic and intentional with your brand, but it's also the lean back energy of both of those. The lean back, the trust, the what if, when you're creating your offers, when you're launching your offers, when you're selling your offers, even your content and the way you're showing up within your brand, like all of that. We get to lean back and trust, but also we show up and we do the freaking work. We do the strategy, we learn, we hustle, we implement, we do all of that in combination with the lean back energy. Because then it's not like the super hard, like push, hustle energy. It's the easy hustle. It's like people are so afraid of the word hustle. They're like, I'm so very anti-hustle. I feel like this needs to be a post. I'm so anti-hustle. Like, no thank you, I'm not gonna hustle. There's nothing wrong with hustle. The issue is when you're hustling 24/7 and you're doing all kinds of things that aren't fun for you, that aren't exciting for you, that aren't actually working for you, that aren't in alignment for you, then it's not good. But there is such a thing as easy hustle. There is such a thing as hustle that feels good. There is such a thing as hustle that you actually do love. And that's where we want to play. We want to find that place where the hustle feels good for us. The showing up and doing the work feels good for us. It feels fun, it feels light, it feels exciting, and it gets results. All of that. The other thing here is, this is about always staying plugged in, no matter what. Staying completely energetically plugged in with your mission, with what you're here to do, and with what you're planning to do today. Because there's going to be some days that will absolutely rock you in not the best way. I had this happen recently where I was having a really good morning, and I accidentally stumbled across a post on social media where people were being very not so nice and saying some very not so nice things about me, even though they weren't using my name. We all know it was about me based on what they were saying. And one of those people was one of my clients. And it broke my heart a little, and it made me sad, and it made me a little angry. And I had all kinds of big emotions come up, and it was all of a sudden. It was like, amazing, great day, having so much fun, so many amazing things happening, big money coming in, amazing things I'm celebrating with clients and all of this. And then boom, it's like somebody just dropped the bomb and was like, oh, by the way, would you like a shitstorm? Enjoy. And placed it right on my doorstep. And I had to decide in that moment, am I going to let this energetically disconnect me from today and from what I want to do in this world? Like, can I keep going? Can I keep going even though I just feel like I got stabbed in the heart? Can I keep going even though I'm sad and heartbroken? Can I keep going knowing that there's a bunch of people out there who don't like me and who are laughing with each other about how much they don't like me and saying all of these nasty things? Can I keep going? And it's really, 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 really easy to not keep going. It's really easy to be like, that is way too much. I can't handle that. I need to step away. This is too much. It's really easy to walk away when things are hard. And it's not that you can't take a moment for yourself if something big like this happens, but we can't let it stop us. It's what they want anyway. We can't let them win. We can't let it stop us. It's like, can I keep showing up? Can I keep moving forward? Can I keep going? Can you walk with the pain? And it's not that you need to pretend that you're not in pain, but can you walk with the pain in addition to the joy? Because there's a duality that we experience in life every day. Not every day is going to be incredible. In fact, most days are not only incredible. Our days are filled with a wide range of emotions. It's just that sometimes certain emotions are stronger than other emotions on a given day. So maybe one day we're way more excited and, tapped into that potential kind of vibes more than any other emotion, and then other days we're sad more than we're excited. And some days we're angry more than we're sad. And some days we're happy more than we're angry. Like there's so many different emotions that we go through on a daily basis. And most of us will let those emotions determine our actions. And if we're feeling sad, it's, I'm too sad. I shouldn't post anything online. No, I was going to post something on Instagram today, but I'm too sad. I can't post. Or this feeling of like, oh my gosh, my client just left me. My client just decided like she doesn't want to work with me anymore. And so now she's, not fulfilling her agreement, and she's backing out of things, and, she's saying all these nasty things about me on the internet, and I feel sad and I feel angry and I feel, so awful about this, but I still got to sell that program because my program starts tomorrow, so I still got to talk about it. How the heck am I going to talk about this program when I'm so upset right now? But something that is very true that a lot of people say is not true, is that you can sell, you can post content, you can show up and do a live training like this, and you can make a lot of money, even if you are heartbroken, even if you're sad, even if you're angry, even if you're sick, anything, you can still be wildly successful. You can still accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. You don't need to be high vibe all the time. You don't need to be happy all the time to make a lot of money. You don't need to be healthy all the time to make a lot of money. Like, you can have a week where you are just completely like down and out sick, sicker than you've ever been in your life, not even really posting as much as you normally would, and still make a ton of money. And still have a lot of people engaging on your content, even though it's older content. You can still experience all of that because you know how to hold all of these different emotions at the same time, all of these different energies at the same time. You know how to walk with the pain in one hand and the joy in the other hand. You can walk with pain and joy. You can walk with sadness and excitement. You can walk with sickness and health. You can walk with all of it at the same time. These are the people who are going to be wildly successful for the rest of their freaking life, no matter what. And that can be you. That can be any of us. But we have to choose it. We have to choose to be okay with the duality of life. We have to be okay to experience a wide range of emotions and feelings and energies and continue to walk with all of them, no matter what they are. It feels like an experience to being ahead of my time all the time. Yeah. This is so hard. It is hard. I had a similar experience word to word. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, this is something where it's not even just this industry, so I'm not going to say that, but in a lot of industries, when you start to become seen more, when you start to have more people noticing you, which is what we say we want. I want more followers. I want more people in my programs. I want more, email subscribers. I want more, I want more, I want more. And then we start getting that. We start getting more people into our world, more people following us, more people subscribing to our emails, more people coming into our programs. What you have to remember is that not everybody is going to be a positive interaction in your world. Most people will, especially if you're really, intentional with how you're putting yourself out there to attract the kind of people you want to attract. But occasionally, you're going to have some not so nice experiences and some bad interactions. And it's like, we have to be okay knowing that this will happen, and also trusting that we can handle it when it does. And deciding that even though this hurts right now, I'm gonna keep going. Even though this is making me so freaking angry right now, I'm gonna keep going. Even though this is, it feels really difficult right now, I'm going to keep moving forward. It's choosing to keep going no matter what. I'm homesick yesterday and today and getting downloads nonstop. I find sickness, as much as I don't want to be sick, I find that every time I am sick, I have some of my best ideas. So soak it up. So this is also about, micro shifts in the way that we show up and do things. People think that in order to get to your next level and to make like big money, that you have to make these big transitions, these big shifts. Like, the number of people who have asked me, what did it feel like to go from 100K months to 500K to 800K months? Like, what were the big shifts that you made? None. There were none. There were no big shifts. It was all micro shifts, little mini teeny tiny things that I did that all built on one another that created a macro shift. But I didn't have any macro shifts myself. I didn't make these big shifts myself. It was all the micro shifts. So it was like with my offers, it's like having smaller offers, having mini offers, having a lot more offers, clearly. It was the way we were positioning the offers, the way we were announcing the offers. It's, the way you sell things behind the scenes and on the front lines. It's the way you continue to give people opportunities to buy, even if they just bought something, having additional things that they can buy. Because there's some people who will continue to buy because A, they enjoy buying from you. Like the buying process is actually enjoyable for them and they want to buy because they enjoy it, but also they want the thing that you're selling. It's not, well, you just bought one thing, so I probably shouldn't sell you anything else. Why not? Do you have another thing that I would want? Please tell me. Like, why not? Like when I went to, last week, I went to the Dolce & Gabbana store. For any of you who saw my post that I did on this on Facebook, I went there to get this perfume that I have been wanting for like 6 months now, and I could not find it anywhere. They were out of stock, everything. And I went there to buy the perfume. And the woman who's there, she noticed me right away. And I said, yeah, I just wanted to get the Sicily perfume that you have in stock. Because I called them first before I went over there. I'm like, do you have any in stock? They're like, yes, I do. I'll be right there. So I went there and I told her that. And she said, oh, what's your last name? I said, Howard. Cassie Howard, right? I said, yes, that's me. And she's like, yes, that's right. She's like, I've been texting you. Oh, I didn't get your texts. Because the last time I was in there looking for it, she's like, give me your number, I will text you when it comes in. Long story short, she had the wrong number. She was texting it to the wrong number, so I didn't get them. But she remembered me from the last time I was there because I could not get the perfume last time. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna browse around the store and I'll just, you know, maybe see if there's anything else that I wanna get instead. And I ended up getting like a bunch of other stuff from there. And she was helping me and helping me get sizes and stuff like that. And so she remembered when she saw me last week to pick up the perfume, she remembered the things that I purchased. She said, oh, how are you liking the shoes? And I showed her the shoes because I was wearing them. I'm like, they're fabulous, I love them. She's like, we have another pair in black that just came in. Let me show them to you. I'm like, oh, okay, I like black. Show me black shoes. And so she went to get the shoes and she came back and she showed them to me. I didn't like them as much as the white ones, so no, it's okay. She said, and I remember that sweater that you got, that sweater, I know you like the big ones, right? The oversized sweaters. I said, yes. She said, check this out, you're gonna love it. She shows me this sweater. She's like, we just got this in last night. And I looked at it and I said, ooh, I like that one. I said, okay, I'm gonna try that one on. And so I bought that one. Did I go in there for a sweater in the middle of August? Way too hot to wear a sweater. No. Did I buy it? Yes. And then I also bought a pair of sunglasses because they were sitting at the counter and I was complimenting them. I was like, ooh, these are so shiny. She's like, you should try them on. Okay, I'll try them on. I tried them on, they were fabulous. I was like, add them to the bag, add to cart. Yes, please. Right? So I could have went in there and just bought the perfume and said, I want the perfume. She says, okay, I'll ring you up, cash you out, see you later. But she kept showing me other things that she knew that I would like based on what I had purchased in the past. Amazon is very good at this as well. If you go to Amazon and you add something to your cart, it'll say something like, you know, people who purchased this item also purchased this item, or these items, right? Different items. You're like, ooh, that would actually be good too. Or, oh yeah, I've been meaning to order one of those, right? Most people don't go to Amazon and put one thing in their cart. Maybe they intend to, but they usually don't. Same with Costco. You go to Costco, how many times have you gone into Costco to just get one thing and walked out with just one thing? Most people cannot do this. It's like a game. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna walk out with just one thing, and then you come out and you have like $400 worth of stuff in your cart. Like, what happened? But it's all stuff that you wanted. It's not like the stores tricked you and they're like, ha, sucker, we got you. It's like, they just kept showing you things like, do you want this? Do you want this? How about this? There's this. This is on sale today. Do you want to add this? You can say no at any time, but you keep saying yes. And you keep saying yes because it's things that you enjoy. It's, yes, I want that. Of course I want it. Yeah, I want to know how to do that. I want to buy that. Add this. I want to learn that. And that's what these little micro shifts are. It's like just continuing to add this, and then this piece, and then that piece, and then this piece, and then that piece. It's like just little bits at a time. You don't need to completely revamp everything. Just one thing at a time. See how it works, tweak it if necessary, and then move on to the next thing. And it's like a simplified business. Like this was another thing that I did. It was like a micro shift. for me. So my business model has always been really simple, but I wanted to simplify it even more. And so with my team, I was like, okay, let's start doing a little less of this, or let's stop doing this piece right here altogether, and instead we'll just do this part over here because it's easier. It was like, let's cut out all of the excess of like the tasks that we're doing, the things we're doing, the way we're doing things, and let's just simplify it. Let's just simplify it even more. Let's make it even easier. This is why like I can run my business in 2 to 4 hours a day. Is I don't really have a million things to do, you know, like I don't. I've cut out so many things that are, for me, just completely unnecessary. And so it allows me to continue to grow and scale without adding more hours to my day. It's just getting better and better at simplifying things, right? And little micro shifts within your business can simplify things a lot, save you a ton of time, which is then going to energetically help you to feel better in your business because you're not going to feel overwhelmed or overworked or anything like that. And then we can also have micro shifts even just in like your marketing, like the way you're presenting your offers, the way you're showing up and talking about what you're selling. Like my micro shifts with my offers, like the number of things that I have done, like little micro shift on top of little micro shift, is crazy. Just over the past 2 years now. I used to have big, long launches for my offers. Like I'm talking multiple months long launches, and then it was like multiple weeks long launches for one thing. And I wouldn't allow myself to sell additional things. It was like, no, I gotta focus on this one thing, because if I talk about another thing, oh my gosh, people are gonna forget about this thing. And I really want people to buy this thing. Turns out A, that's not true, and also B, it's really boring for you and your audience to talk about the same thing again and again and again and again and again in the same exact way as you always talk about it. You know, the next time you do a launch, do it differently from how you did the last time. The next time you put out an offer, announce it differently than the time you did it last. Like just experiment, just be playful with it. Just little teeny tiny things and see how they work. Maybe they don't work as well as the last way that you did it. Cool, now you know. Go back to the last way, do that one again. But try out these different strategies. Try out different things, try out different ways that you can talk about your offers. I find that in order for me to be able to sell so many different things all the time, like talking about multiple offers in one day, I cannot talk about every single offer the same exact way. I can't announce it the same exact way. It's going to be so boring and repetitive. Number one, I'm not going to enjoy myself, but also, you know, those who are seeing my stories or my emails or my posts, they're going to be bored. And if they're bored, they're not going to keep watching and paying attention. So I've got to keep it interesting. So sometimes it will be a, you know, quote unquote traditional launch where it's like some teasers a little bit, and then there's the full-blown launch where I talk about it a lot. Other times it's just, oh, hey, by the way, I'm doing a masterclass in 2 days. Here's the link. Sometimes it'll be a mystery offer where there's absolutely no details at all, just a payment link. Or maybe there's a tiny little bit of detail, but not much to really give it away. Maybe I sell in a way where there's no payment link and you have to message me for the details. One time I did an offer where I said, earlier this year, I said, I'm not even going to give you the link. You have to find it. I put it somewhere on social media. You got to find it if you want to buy this thing. And the craziest thing was the offer was a mystery. So people were like trying to find a payment link to buy something that they didn't even know what it was. But because it was so fun and different and interesting, we had a lot of people buy that offer. And it was really fun. Maybe we'll bring it back. So it's just allowing yourself to shift just a teeny tiny bit, shift the marketing a little bit, shift the offers a little bit, shift maybe even your pricing a little bit, shift your business model just a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. And it will all start to build and build and build and build. And then when you look back a year from now, it looks like you had a really big shift. But in reality, it was these small little micro shifts that all compounded together. And that's what created the success that you're then going to be celebrating. But if we try to have these big shifts right now, we're like, I'm ready to have a big shift. What do I need to do? What was your big shift? Tell me what you did. I'm going to go do that. That's what creates overwhelm, is when we're trying to have a big shift and that doesn't work and doesn't feel good. So this is about a lot of things. It's also about, making these big moves and walking with fear, doing it afraid, choosing more. Like I did a post today on Facebook, I don't know if you saw it, where it was like, why do I feel so much shame around wanting more? I want more clients, I want more sales, I want more money, I want more people in my group, I want more, whatever it is, I want more. There's so much shame around that. Why? You're allowed to want more. You're allowed to want more. You're allowed to always want more, no matter how much you have. Like, you're allowed. And so it's choosing that. It's choosing more and being okay with the fact that you want more. You can be grateful and still ask for more. Like you're allowed. It's okay. You're safe to ask for more, always. And sometimes getting more means doing big things, making big moves, leaning into the fear, walking with the fear, instead of running from it, going, oh my God, this is too scary, I can't do it. Like, what if you just chose to actually go down the scary path? It's like you have two paths in front of you, and one of them is like, you look at the side of the path and there's all of these beautiful trees and it's sunny and it's delicious, it's beautiful, there's plants, oh my gosh, it just looks like a dream. And then you look at this other path right beside it and it's all dark and scary, and the trees are like, the leaves are all gone, the trees are almost dead. Everything's all like gray and bleh, kind of scary a little bit. It's like, which path would you like to choose? Most people will choose the happy, cheery, beautiful, yay kind of path, because it's not so scary. But the scary path, the uncomfortable path, the path that's like, do I dare? That's where you're actually going to find bigger transformation and expansion than you will going down the safe path. You go down the safe path, it's not that you're going to have a bad life. It's just that you're not going to experience the same level of wild expansion that you will when you do things that are uncomfortable and that are a little bit scary, because it pushes you to your edge. And it's when you are at your edge that you actually experience this transformation. And you do this often enough, and then your transformations continue to compound, and you have bigger and bigger and bigger transformations as well. Whereas everybody else is walking down the safe path. And they're just kind of staying the same, or maybe they're, increasing a little bit more in terms of life. But for the most part, it's just normal. It's just plain and simple. If you want the big, crazy, wild life, you've got to go down the big, crazy, wild, scary path. That's what it is. So it's leaning into that. It's trusting that you can handle it. You can handle all of the big emotions. You can handle all of the wild and crazy things you're going to see and experience. You can handle and navigate all of the different uncomfortable, unpleasant situations that will at some point arise in your life, in your business. And you choose that. And you choose that every single day, even on the days that it's really hard to choose that, especially on the days that it's really hard to choose that. And if you can do that, you will be able to accomplish anything in this world, anything. I am able to live the life that I live now, and make the money that I make now, and have the kind of freedom that I have now, because I move no matter what. I am allergic to complacency. I'm allergic. Can't do it. I continue to move. Sometimes I make small moves, but most of the time I make big, bold moves, because I want to get there faster. And getting there faster requires you to put your foot on the gas a little bit more. So it's those bigger, bolder moves. So I keep going, and I walk with all kinds of emotions and energies every single day. Some days are good. Some days not so good. But I show up and I keep moving every single day, no matter what. Absolutely no matter what. Big money, big success, incredible freedoms, they come to those who are able to hold big emotions and big energy. If you cannot hold big emotions and big energy, it does not mean you're not going to be successful. It doesn't mean you're going to fail. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means it's going to be a lot harder for you and probably take longer for you to actually experience the big money, the big success, the big freedoms that you're desiring. But when you can hold those strong energies and those strong emotions, that wild expansion and transformation that you're desiring in your business and in your life is going to absolutely catapult you faster than you ever dreamed possible. But it does come down to the energetics, and it does come down to being able to hold all of it. So the big money is there, it's possible for all of us, but it's only going to come to those who are able to actually hold the big energies and the big emotions and not let these energies and not let these emotions take over, right? It's like we let the big energies, we let the big emotions work for us, not against us. We let the feelings of sadness work for us, not against us. The feelings of fear, of anger, work for us, not against us. You're a very beautiful being. Oh, Rita, you're so sweet. Thank you. Kendra, move no matter what. I have heard this 1,000 times. It's clicking more today. Yay! Yep, it's all about continual movement. Continual movement. Go, 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 go. Keep going. Right? And it doesn't mean that you have to go, 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 go at hyper speed. There's going to be days that you're go, 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 going, but you're doing it a little slower for whatever reason, but you're still moving. One step in front of the other, no matter what. So, that is my message for you today. Thank you for being here with me. I have some fun things to share, including a big drop that I haven't even shared publicly yet. So if you'd like to stick around and hear about that, then you are welcome to stay for a little bit with me. But if you feel good, you feel complete, you feel done, then I love you. I will see you around wherever I see you. Thank you for being here with me, and have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Okay, this is so encouraging. I love Cassie Howard. Crazy Wild Style to Freedom. Yay, Claudia! Crazy Wild is my middle name. That's what it is. Okay, so I have 3 different things to share with you. So the first thing is just a reminder for 10K in 10 days. So if you want to jump into this program, the price is going up tonight to full price. So 10K in 10 days is a 10-day live program that I run usually twice a year. This time we're doing it 3 times. And it's all about how to have a big cash injection in your business. How to bring in a lot of money very, very fast. Very, very, very fast. It is so fun. It is my most powerful program. Women have made millions of dollars collectively in the 10K in 10 days program over the past few years. It is insane the kind of money that is made over a 10-day period. It blows my mind every single time how much money is made in this program. Like, I still am shocked but not at the same time. It's like all of that. So this is one of those programs where it is called 10K in 10 days because that's been the name of the program for years, and truthfully I've tried to change it a number of times and I just can't. I just love the name, so it stays. But a lot of women who do this program actually do generate well beyond 10K in 10 days. Right? I've even had one, I think the highest was like, oh no, we had one who did $1 million, just over $1 million something in valuation on her home or something. It was like an extra, but cash received, I believe the highest was like 163 if I'm not mistaken, which was, I think that was end of last year that we had that. So a lot of freaking money can come in 10 days is what I'm saying. So every single day there's going to be a training. 10K in 10 days is amazing, okay? There's going to be a training every single day, and then I'm going to give you a journal prompt, and 1 to 3 go and do action items. So you can go and do the things, and it's this action taking that activates the money for you and gives you that space for money to come through. It's very, very fun. So that's going to be happening starting on Friday, this Friday. Right now it's $777 for 10K in 10 days, or you can wait and sign up later and pay the full price. The full price is going to be $1,111, and it goes up tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. There's also a micromind that is an option for you to upgrade into as well for an additional $1,000. So if you want to jump in now, it's $777 for 10K in 10 days, and then you can pay an additional $1,000 and upgrade into this micromind, which is going to give you 10 days of group coaching from me, because there's no coaching in the program at all. It's just teaching. So if you want to have some coaching and support from me over the 10 days of the program, you can come into the micromind. It's going to be fabulous. So that one, you're going to have to message Team Cassie if you want to come into the upgrade. But we'll probably put the link in the group as well for you. But right now, if you want to go message them, if you know you want in, then they'll just send you the link now before we put the link up. So that's 10K in 10 days. The other thing I wanted to tell you about is the program that we are running next month. So it is called the Limitless Coach, and it is my biggest program. It's a full month. We start on September 5th and it runs all the way to September the 30th. And this program is all about how to build a multi-million-dollar coaching business. So I am going to give you all the things that you need to know around how to create a multi-million-dollar coaching business. We're going to talk about things like creating offers. We're going to talk about how to run a successful mastermind. We're going to talk about private coaching, how to attract private coaching clients. We're going to talk about high ticket sales. We're going to talk about consistent sales, like how to have sales coming in all the time, multiple sales. We're going to talk about how to launch your offers. We're going to talk about the energetics of coaching. We're going to talk about how to be a better coach so your clients get better results. Like, there's a ton of stuff that we are going to be doing together over the course of September. It is going to be so freaking good. So right now, before I announce this publicly, we are going to have pre-sale pricing. So the full price of Limitless Coach is $5,555. But right now at the pre-sale, you can jump in for $1,555. But it is going to go up to $2,222 in the next few days. So right now it's $1,555. There's also a payment plan as well that you can do for that one at the $1,555. Is it included in the pregame? Yes, it is included in the pregame, and is included in Inner Circle as well. So that is the Limitless Coach, which I'm very excited about. And then I want to tell you about this brand spanking new, very, very exciting membership that is coming. So this membership is called Raise the Bar, and it is all about social media content. So what it is 52 weeks. It is a full year-long membership, 52 weeks of content prompts. So every single week you will receive a new content prompt that you can use somewhere on social media. And content prompts are going to be anything from, like a content prompt to help you attract more people into your audience, a content prompt around how to sell your offers, how to build trust as well with your audience, get more visibility as well, like so many different things we're going to be covering over the year. I'm very, very excited. This one also starts September the 5th. So we are going to have 52 weeks of content prompts, plus every single week, in addition to the content prompt, you're also going to get an implementation, like action plan as well to go with it. So you know how to actually implement this particular content prompt. So I'm going to give different, strategies and examples for how to use the content prompt. So it's not just going to be, all about how to, like, here's the content prompt and then you take it and you post it. There's going to be a lot more to it than that, because it's way more than just take this content prompt, fill in the blank, and then post it, and you're going to now make a whole bunch of money and attract a whole bunch of new followers. you've got to implement it in a way that it actually lands for people that you want it to land for and does what you want it to do. So that is going to be part of it. Please offer pregame again. I missed it last time. We won't be offering it again. Not this year anyway. Raise the bar, does it also work for LinkedIn? So I'm going to be speaking to primarily Instagram and Facebook, but most of these prompts will also work for LinkedIn. Yes, they definitely will for LinkedIn. I'm just going to be talking about Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to be using these two platforms as my examples, just because these are the ones that I primarily use, but it will definitely work for LinkedIn. So, perfect. So this is going to be $999 pay in full for the year, or you can do $29 a week. And you can do that every single week. So it's a full year commitment at $29 a week, and this price is going to go up. So right now it's $999 pay in full for the year, and it's going to increase to $2,222 for the year. So it's going to more than double, and then the weekly payment price right now is $29 a week. This is also going to increase as well. It's going to more than double also. So that's one option. There's also the VIP option, and the VIP option of Raise the Bar includes all of the above, but it also includes quarterly group coaching calls where we get together and you get to ask any questions to me that you want. And there's going to be twice a month, there's going to be content drops in the group. So it will be more like a program. Whereas right now it's more like a membership where it's just the prompts, you know, like you'll get an email every week with your prompt and that's it. There's like no interaction with me whatsoever. Whereas in the VIP level, we do have that interaction together, and you do get to ask questions every quarter, and we'll have the content that goes out, the trainings that we put in there for you every month as well. So it's gonna be fabulous. So that one is $2,222 pay in full right now, or $222 a month for the year. This one is going to be increasing very soon to $5,555 pay in full, and then obviously the weekly payment is going to increase as well. So you can do $222 a week, not a month, sorry, a week for that one, or you can do $2,222 pay in full for that one. So we are going to drop all of these links for you. Is it for all types of coaches? Yes, all types of coaches, but definitely coaches. The prompts are going to be specifically tailored to coaches. So if you're not a coach, this is not going to really work that well for you. But if you're a coach, this is perfect. So all of the links for all of these offers will be shared in this group for you. Team Cassie is going to post the links in there, and then we will pin it to the featured section. You can also just send a message directly to Team Cassie here on Facebook, and they'll get you all the links that you want for that. Oh, and then one thing I want to mention, I forgot. So for the Raise the Bar VIP, so if you pay in full for the year, the $2,222 currently, if you pay in full for the year, for the VIP, you will also receive for free the Captivate program that's going to run live again next year. So Captivate is my program all on content. So it's a $2,222 program, and it teaches all different types of content, like primary content types that do specific things for you in your business. So it's a live program that's run over like 2 weeks. So you will get access to that when we do it live next. You will get free access to that. So that's everyone who pays in full for the VIP level of Raise the Bar. So I'm so freaking excited for this membership. I cannot even tell you. I have been prepping things behind the scenes longer than I think I've prepped any offer in my life. I am so freaking over the moon for this. I cannot even tell you. So I'm excited to see you wherever I see you. I love you so much. Thank you for spending part of your day with me today, and have a beautiful rest of your day. I love you.